Thank you so much for joining me today. I I just got the news that TB Joshua's channel has been banned, suspended, whichever way. But I just thought, I saw this on Church Reality Check, and Solomon is also doing that. But I just wanted to say something that I picked up from the presentation that Church Reality did, Ricky. Uh, he mentioned the nitty-gritties of what YouTube is doing and a lot of things that that are happening, the AI that is happening on YouTube, and that could be the reason why his channel might have been suspended or been flagged. But this speaks a little bit to some of the things that he points out. When the rise of prophets came, most of the prophets that we know right now in Africa, we started knowing them used by satellite dish, on those free to air channels. The one was so prominent on God TV, was not on God TV. Pastor Chris is one who started Love What Sat, and then we started seeing channels like Emmanuel TV coming up. And I also worked for Ezekiel TV for six and a half years, and we also started seeing the other channels coming up, and growing like that. So one thing that you could tell me, also being in the broadcast industry, one of the things that the channels that were budding, or the churches, how they struggled was they struggled, one, with producing quality content. I know Christ Embassy, they tried to make sure that they put their programs, if it is 30 minutes, it doesn't exceed that. They would put maybe a program, preaching of Pastor Chris, they will put it maybe 25 minutes. If it is a 1 hour sermon, they will put it would not exceed. They made sure that they stuck by the rules. But when the other churches that started coming in, they would put a 1 hour sermon. The program was not, it would just, everywhere. So the rise of satellite dishes kind of like made TV channels to be messy. They could just put anything, they could just, throw programs. It was not well structured. So at the end of the day, they are what they wanted, what the pastors wanted was, as long as I get the message out there, as long as I get the feed in someone's house, that was is important. And if people can see clearly the miracles that are being performed, if people can clearly hear my message that I'm talking, that is what they did. There was no proper structure. And I remember even working with other channels, and I would say, guys, can you really put a proper structure? Even the way how you do your production, let it be well structured. It must not be always haphazard. We're rushing to produce content. So this is the problem that you then find, that people would then not censor their content. People would not have, they do not have a good editorial policy in their channel. I remember the days when I was working for Ezekiel TV, we had to sit down and say, we want to have an editorial policy. This will not allow, if people are bringing videos of this nature, we're not going to allow them. So that made channels or churches to be a little bit messy in their presentation of their content. So I believe that the reason why his channel is facing that is because some of those messy videos, which were not well presented, and some of the things that are happening on the prayer line, and people were fighting demons and all of that, these are the things that you then find making your channel to be flagged. But Ricky has touched much on that. But I wanted to touch the genesis of the problem, why we have such a scenario. I remember working for guys at formerly TBN, which is now, I think, My Faith TV. which is run by Andre Roybot here in South Africa, in East London. They would say that they were so regulated by DSTV that anytime that you'd put in Afrikaans word, an email would come. DSTV guys, I mean multi-choice guys, were so strict that whatever comes to their platform, it must be censored. It must meet their editorial policy. Once you put something that doesn't meet their editorial policy, they'll kick you out, or they'll tell you that we're going to close your channel. So these are the things that now YouTube was now offering, so they could put anything, because you know YouTube, when it came, a lot of things were put. People could put, you know, funny videos, people put a lot of things. Obviously they did not put nudity and other stuff, but what YouTube was offering was they could put all the messy stuff on YouTube, which is now different, because YouTube now, they also want now to, you know, to make sure that they don't break some of the things that they feel that they are not good. And you know, the rise of artificial intelligence in the fourth industrial revolution has kind of made this to be possible. So this is what I believe has caused TB Joshua's channel to be banned. Obviously we are going to see in the next coming days their response, but I thought I should let you know that if you are in production, you have a church, you have got whatever you're doing, please structure your videos, put your videos, and make sure that they are edited properly before you put them up on YouTube, because you might end up losing a good channel that has got so many subscribers and it is making you money, and you know, it is very painful. But anyway, tell me what you think on the comment section. I really love to hear from you, and this is your boy once again signing out. I'll see you on the next video.